And welcome to another edition of Bob's KGS Series. It is now 5 minutes past my very disappointing loss, and I decided I cannot go down like that. I cannot wait another week to stream again when it was just so disappointing. Like being ahead, and I'm pretty sure I was ahead in that game, and then all of a sudden just completely collapsing, letting one corner die, then the other corner dies. At the point where the second corner dies, it well, obviously it wasn't a problem, but the fact that it died in exactly the same way in the same game, I've got people, they used to question whether I was a sandbagger, back in the day. Now they're questioning whether I'm an overpowered one-don, like, is this guy really one-don? Like, why did he let that corner die? And you know what? I should just take more time and read, and both corners would have been fine. I would have noticed the shape issue in the bottom right. It wouldn't have been a big deal. And I already had the top right. It was fine. Maybe it really wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I misread it even in the end. But I don't know. That was just extremely disappointing. So let's see if we can get a game and erase any memory of our last game. 25 and 5 by 40. 25 seems a little bit too long. 1 by 10, 10 minutes, 7 by 50. That's a perfect time control. If it wasn't me, I would challenge himself. But it is me. So let's take a look at a game while we're waiting for a challenge. Iabot, there's a couple of one-dons. Tell you what, that's a blitz game. Every game on KGS is a blitz game. Oh, good. This isn't just a slow game. This is a slow game. Okay, so my favorite opening, Nirensei. And you know what? I've decided, this is weird. I've decided I'm going to keep playing Nirensei, and I'm just going to go for, different strategies. Maybe try and fight some, try and play more influential, just try and do that. I thought about the fact that since my style is flexible, we're going to come up with different games every time. There's no game of Go that's going to be the same. So, I don't expect we're going to go into, he has a Kobayashi, I'm going to have to reduce, or, this happens so much that it gets boring. So, I'm just going to keep doing what we've been doing. This is really interesting. Obviously, he's trying to build up the bottom here. He's got two low stones, and he's trying to build up that framework. This is kind of a mini Chinese, but this stone is usually here, and so it makes the whole thing just odd. Because now this corner can be invaded very, very easily. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see that. This is just, in my opinion, this is just bad for black. This is just not good. But this is interesting. What is white doing here now? Maybe not so bad for black. I mean, you got to keep these stones. I don't know. I think white ended up messing up. If white wouldn't have messed up there, it would have been fine. And we haven't gotten any game challenges yet, so let's go back. Okay, we're going to try this. We'll take 2 stones and see if he'll let me play. Because I don't want you guys waiting around while I look at 5-down games. I enjoy looking at 5-down games. I'm sure you do, but probably not so much when other people are doing it, and you're really here to have somebody watch play through a Go game, We have gotten a response. Hi, good luck. I forgot to say hi, good luck last time, and I think this is our first handicap game. So this is interesting. My personal preference in handicap is to use the stones for fighting and influence. and to use them just as they are on the board, instead of like trying to take territory or trying to do this or trying to do that. I really feel like it's just better to use the stones the way that just to play a normal game, and you've got an extra stone. Let's see. He's got this mini Chinese thing going on here. Usually he's also got a stone here, but this is now my stone. And usually the move is to split, and then I'm between two of his stones. But instead of that, I'm building off of my stone. So instead of splitting, I feel like I'm going to play high here, and he's probably going to play this. But if he does this, this cap is really nice. Okay, so he's going to ignore me completely. Let's see. I think the obvious idea is, since I have this area here already, it's almost like you can imagine this as if he invaded and I descended this way, and I get a wall here. I can imagine this stone as an extension from that wall. Now that doesn't mean I'm still going to choose this direction. It depends on what he plays here, but I think a pincer is very good here. He's in the middle of my area, and I'm developing while I'm placing pressure on this stone. I don't know if you should be listening to me, because you saw me die horribly in a corner in the top right in the last game, but here's the thing. Listen to the things that I say that make sense, and I don't know if you're going to be able to pick it out, but all the stuff that is completely just gobbledygook, you can ignore that. So, question here is what to do. What do I want to do? Do I want to jump out like this? I've got a low stone here, so I'm tempted to play another low stone, but then they both look low. So that was one of the things, by the way, that doesn't make any sense. Let me see, this ladder. I don't know who this ladder goes to. You know what? That ladder goes to me, but I don't know this variation at all. Does that mean I should play it and get just killed? I don't know. Maybe. Because I think that the ladder is like he stands up here, and then I've got this. He can take this ladder, or maybe the ladder goes this way. If it goes this way, then it's even better. I mean, it's got to be this stone, or even if it's farther out this way, it's totally going to go to my stone. You know what? I'm going to push up and cut. And I think he knows I'm going to do that. I think this is my ladder. Okay, so here's the question. What do I do now? I don't know this Joseki at all. I know that other people know this Joseki. I'm pretty sure this is going to end up well for me. He should cut, but I think that's in the ladder variation. I really think that the ladder variation is the one that he should cut. Let's see, if I play this, nothing. Alright, we're going to do this. Oh, I think I see. And I think I have that variation. I think I'm fine. Because he descends, and then I descend, and then he Ataris, I take, he throws in, I take, he Ataris, I connect, and then he Hanes here. And then I Atari, he does this, and then he pushes. I think this might work for me. Let's see about this. Batusai. Oh, I just told him. Oh, 50-50 is good. I just told him I hate losing. I said I hate losing. And I'll say it again. This might be a horrible, horrible variation. This might just be ridiculously bad. Let me see. I'm pretty sure this Atari is fine because it's free. Anytime you can get a move in for free, you can kind of look at that as a good thing. I know that this is playable for black, but maybe not the variation I played, because this does not look very playable for black. If I play here, he descends, I do this, Atari, he Ataris, I'm in trouble. If I play here, he connects, I extend, I'm in trouble. Looks like I just lost a large clump of stones for no reason in the early part of the game. I don't know. That must have been a misread on my part. I'm pretty sure that cut variation is fine, but I couldn't see any way to make it work. This, if I play this, he extends, I'm pushing from behind. If I play this, he can hane. Oh, that's no good. Yep. My one saving grace is that he is going to be convinced that I have no skill in this game. And you know what? He's probably right. Wait a minute. This is a lot of influence. I'll take this any day. I mean, yeah, I lost a lot of stones here. I wouldn't say it's technically a great result, but this is nice on the outside here. This is pretty big. He can play this. I think that don't Atari cutting stones. So what is my weakest group? think this is. I've got that ladder. He can play this. Oh, he can squeeze me, can't he? Yep, he can. This gives him shape. He's got this cut, so I'm going to have to come back. Oh, he's going to come for it right away. I'm not sure this is a great idea by him. I'm really not sure that's a great idea by him, because now these stones are strong. So maybe exactly what I said. He's assuming that I have absolutely no skill in this game, which he very well could be right, considering this big failure and the top right and bottom right of last game. I don't know how many games I'm going to have to mention that in, but it's going to be a long time before I get to the point where I have paid that back, my debt to society for totally failing in both of those situations. But I really think this is a mistake, because this group is weak, eyeless, and surrounded. He can't play many moves here. He gets one forcing move. Nothing else he does with this group matters at this moment. It's this group that matters. And if I get another move on that group, I mean, we're going beyond weak, as into, like, is this going to be able to live? So he's got to attach here right now. Usually when Batsy says that, then they do it. Do it right now. Come on. But, of course, he's like 5-6 stones stronger than I am, so he knows exactly what to command his opponent to do. I really hope this guy tries to get away with playing another move in this area, because that would be just very nice. He would just get destroyed from that point, because even I can, beat that. Q15 is an interesting attachment. It gives me the entire corner, but my question is, okay, that is interesting. So if I play this, right, and he bumps and I pull back and he does this, I've got to pull back, and then he Ataris and nets. So he's got a net, which means that I can't really attack that. I can't really play that cut. I can play this cut, but this cut has a lot of Aji as well. Well, wait, hold on. Oh, that's right. This. Oh, this might actually be the cut that works here. Because he doesn't have a lot of liberties. But the question is not, should I cut him? I think the question is, why would I want to cut him? Why would I want to try to do that when this is his actual area of greatest strength? I could play this, and then when he pulls back, I can Hane. And if he does this, then I can cut him very, very simply. Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because he still has to prove life for these stones. And I think this is like the strong point of the shape. This feels like a shape point. It's going to clarify the position. He could jump here, but then I Hane, and this stone becomes very strong. So this whole group becomes strong. And these stones pretty much at that point become worthless. This is a bad fight for him in general. And, if you look at it, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So this is 20 points. This corner is mine. This corner is going to be mine. And the reason I say this corner is mine is because, yeah, he's got R17 if he wants to trade this corner for this entire group. Because I get another move in this area, this is not living unless I really make a mistake. Which, you know what, he may want to bet on that right now. But, the main point is, with a weak group nearby, I don't have to worry about R17. Because when he chooses life in one area, he denies life in the other. So I can say, I've got this corner, I've got this corner, I've got most of this corner, and he's got a framework on the bottom. So even though I lost these stones, it didn't end up as badly for me as you might think. Like, oh no, I lost stones, I should resign. It actually, when he cut me, he put the game back into a situation where it's probably about equal. And considering the fact that I had the handicap stones to start with, I would say that black is just a little bit ahead here. He's got a weak group. He's got 20 solid points. I've got 15 solid points, plus this, plus no weaknesses. He's got 2 weak groups, actually. So I'm assuming this settles, which we don't know the answer to that yet. If he does this and I do this, he can Hane here, I protect, he Ataris, and then comes through here, I Atari, he connects, I connect, he Atari. So he can cut me up in this area, but once I push here, these stones are going to die, and this whole area is going to fall under my control. Now, this group is seriously fine no matter what. So I really don't want to put a stone in this area until later on. I'd rather start fights here or here, to use this influence. But the first thing he's got to do is ask himself, how am I going to settle these stones? And once I get this wall here and he forces me to seal off this corner, I really feel like this game's going to be okay for me. But we'll see. 3-downs can make you really work for it. And they can test you every move. They can use up every scrap of Aji trying to make things happen that maybe shouldn't happen. But I will say that I generally tend to like the play of 3-dons more than 2-dons, because they may make strategic overplays, but they don't make tactical overplays. And what I mean by that is they may end up with these 2 weak groups like I was talking about here, but then when it comes down to it and they say, okay, how do I make this group live? They don't try anything crazy that's not supposed to work. In general, this was a bad idea, but it was revealed tactically, so it was a strategic mistake. Whereas when it comes down to the tactics, he's going to play solid. He's going to try and make this group work, or he may try and sacrifice it. I don't know. We'll see what he does. And then you get to 4-don, and the overplay just kind of drops away. From what I've heard, of course I'm not 4-don, but they tend to be more calm, and they're like, okay, I understand, I know this is your area, we've done this before, I've seen this work, and so I know it works, I'm just going to play, standard, stable response. Okay, this is a good move, trying to get shape. It's got a follow-up kind of here, maybe this attachment here. I could come after the weak point of this shape, but when he extends here, it's very, very big. So I'm going to either jump here or Hane, and I think Hane is the big choice. He can get this attachment. And then when I Hane, he can bulge, and then I back off. That's going to solidify my corner, and that's just the natural flow of an attack. He's got weak stones, so he's got to lean on my stones on either side in order to be able to live. So he's not going to be able to do 2 things at once and try and live in the corner while living out here. But now you'll notice these stones are completely surrounded. These stones are completely fine. So the first thing to defend is this corner. And because I have a wall here, I want to play as far away from the wall as I possibly can. And I also think, let's see. Do I want to kick? Do I want to play this and then drop down? I think that this gives the least amount of aji into the corner, aside from this move. But because I have this wall here, I don't really like this move. So I'm going to play this. And he can kick. If he kicks, though, the question is, does he have enough shape? Because I think I can live in this small area right here. Like, let's say he kicks, I find a way that I can completely deny him 2 eyes, like maybe this Atari or something. Well, I shouldn't be thinking about those types of things. That's ultra super aggressive. If he kicks, I should just fall back. Because, like I said, this is Sente. No, that's Gote, isn't it? He can never play this in Sente, the 019 move, so that's good. Because he plays N19, I block 019, he can't connect. So this area becomes rock solid once I play this, and that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, plus another 15 over here. He's got 20, I've got 35, and I'm going to end up with Sente, and I've got a stronger group here than he has here. So obviously my next move is going to be this or this, trying to get out into the center faster, working with this cut point here to see, to make sure that it's not going to become an issue. But we'll see. I think he should S15 and then fall back to P12. The question is that enough shape? I'll play R12, see if I can ask him, does he have enough shape? I've got this poke, he plays here. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. This is just, I don't think that this is a smart way to play. I'll tell you what if I do this? What is he going to do? But you know what? I'm just going to call this move Ajikeshi, because now S15 is not possible. Okay? Okay, I'm totally fine. Because the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to peep. Because if he wants to live in the corner, like I said, I don't have to be concerned about that. If I can kill off these cutting stones, then that's worth anything that I might want. Now, he never has to answer this ever again, but I still think that, oh my goodness, I cannot believe that. Or maybe I should believe that. Golly, I should not be playing Go today. I should not be playing Go today. Alright. We're going to keep playing, though. He was in such a horrible situation, and now I am in such a horrible situation. Let's see if he does this, I do this, he plays here. I can still live in this corner, so I don't have to worry about that as of right now. The game's not over yet. That's one thing. probably because I had those really nice handicap stones to start out with. But oh my goodness, I feel like an idiot. And I really feel like I should feel like an idiot, because that was just beyond sad. Okay, so now we do the best we can with what we have. This, in my opinion, is just not a very good move. It's the reason why it's an overplay, in my opinion. Again, maybe we shouldn't be listening to me because you've seen how I've been playing, is because he's not really attacking anything. He doesn't have anything of value that he's making from this. He's only taking away from me. So we'll see how it goes. And by the way, this is no longer a cut, because once I Atari and he connects and I take here, I've got this, which is totally fine. So he's threatening to cut. Just stay strong. You can tell I'm thinking. Well, obviously I can't Hane, because then it just gives him life immediately. But now when he pushes here and I Hane and he descends, then I connect. Does he get life? I mean, that's possible. It is possible that he gets life here. If I play this, then he can Atari and stop my Hane, which I think is important. Yeah, and I've got this and this to connect back up, so I don't have to worry about that so much. He's taken away this corner, but I think it's a small corner, honestly. I think it is a small corner. And that this, well, actually, let's ask this question. If I peep here, what about this? He plays that. If I play that, he plays that. So he can get away. So let's just go back and connect up. Am I connected up? Yes, I am. I'm very certain of that. I'm thinking he might Tanuki this, which would be really fun. It'd be a lot of fun if he decided he wanted to Tanuki here. Or maybe it wouldn't, and maybe I just end up frustrated again. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, so he didn't think that Tanuki was a good option. Now this group is mostly alive-ish, but I think I should be asking if it is really alive. First things first, what do we do here? He's going to play this or this, and then he's fine. I think I'm going to this definitely pokes at his shape, but once he responds, yeah, let's come in at his shape. Let's say he plays here, then I play maybe this. Yeah, I kind of like that cap. If he doesn't play, then I can play here, he connects, I push, he push, I push, he push, I jump, he turns, I do this, and I'm pretty sure I'm okay. I'm pretty sure I'm thick enough to not have to worry about anything. So he's pretty much got to respond. Should he fall back here? Should he pull here? If he pulls here, then I get another move. And then when I play this, it's a really nice cap. He's only got one eye. And I can take away the other one pretty simply. I can even play this first. Now the question is, should I play this first? I think that I should not. Let's ask ourselves. If he plays this, I have to play here and then here to take out that eye, don't I? So my shape isn't perfect. Let's see, okay, if he plays this, then I play here, then he does this. Honestly, I don't really care if he ends up taking out that eye. If I play here, or if he ends up getting that eye, it's more about him getting surrounded. I think I can play here and then cap him. This stone helps with this cut point, just in case there ends up being any Aji here later. And now, pretty sure I can do this. Because he Hane, I play this, he attaches, I play here, either way he Ataris doesn't work. So there's not enough Aji in this area. So he's under attack. Although if he does play this, I'm pretty sure he's going to live. Which I don't mind. I do not mind him living. I'm going to come back after this stone and play something like this here. Try to break this framework up on the bottom. That turn was, in my opinion, a bad move. It's very, very slow. Okay, Atari. I'm thinking that I wouldn't normally want to answer this. see, he can peep here. I connect. He plays this. You know what? Seal him in. Make him alive. You can go ahead and live, buddy. Take your time doing it. Okay, so now the question is, can I kill him? And the other question is, do I want to? And the answer to both, maybe the answer to one is maybe, but the answer to the other one is definitely. I really don't like it when people ignore me. At the very least, all of this is going to be Sente. Can I do this? No, I cannot. So, he is alive. So, he's alive. It's like, so what? I don't care if you live. As I cry into my oatmeal. I think that this is pretty big. I also think that this is pretty big. And I think that this is more bigger. Yeah, I'm going to take this whole right side for myself. He'll get the bottom, and my two huge group of stones that I left for dead. General Schwarzkopf and the Colonel. He took a B-2 bomber from me, too. Let me see. No, two B-2 bombers, and this one might be a double formation. Let me see. Double, is it a double? Not a double. Okay, at least he didn't grab a double. He got two of them, but recent research indicates that the B-2 bomber is actually considered overestimated by top Korean professionals. So, you know, it could be the entire power of the B-2 bomber is indeed a myth. But we'll see. We have yet to hear the definitive conclusion on that. Usually when I get one in my games, I think it's awesome, but when my opponent has one, not such a big deal. Just a B-2 bomber. I'm still in this game. Let's see, 20, 40, 50. You got about 80 points, let's say. And I've got 5. So that's 85. So I've got 85. Not bad. Now I've got this little bit here. Generally you respond to this because this attachment is really big. Let's see, on this side I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's about 30. So I've got about 50 points from this area. Honestly, I think he's ahead, but I think I have the capability to come back in this game. Okay, so he's testing for Aji, which there's a lot of stuff back here. So, first things first, I'm going to make sure he ends up staying in this area. This is your area. Can you live here? That's the question. It's not my question. It's your question. If you can live here, I'm way behind. So we'll see. And there is a lot of Aji back here too. Like if he gets the Hane, then I have to ask myself, should I do this? Should I do this? I can Atari and then drop down. But if I Atari, then he can Atari me, and if I do this, then he descends. He's got this move. Then when I play this, I've got to keep him cut off. Then he gets the Hane. And I back off. Then I play this. This is probably a rampant overplay. But if I were to Hane here, or even connect, he can still get out if I connect. He can cut here now, which is what he's looking at. And then I do a double Atari. He Ataris me. I connect here. He bamboos. No, I don't connect. Okay, once he does the double Atari, I can take these stones, and then I've got the Atari against this stone. So I've got Miai, and also, let me see, Atari. Okay, so he decided he couldn't do that. And now, let's see. This is actually fine. If I play this, it's not going after the eye shape. If I play this, he Atari, I do this, he descends, I can Atari here, and then if he counter Ataris, I can connect. Yeah, let's do it. It's my only shot anyway. Gotta keep you dead. Oh, if he gets a Seki, then I'm in trouble. If I play this, he descends, or first Ataris and then connects. So I gotta do this. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Because now I've got Mii to kill that second eye. He might have a Seki here. We will see. We shall see. Oh, I don't think that that's a Seki. Let's see. What do I do here? That's gonna make me live, so then he dies. That's a huge cut, so I'm going to allow it. And I've got other co-threats, like this right here. And this. This gives me 2 co-threats, but it loses points. This gives me a co-threat. Because at the very best, he has a Seki here. I don't think that he can get a win. But we'll see. He might be able to. 2 co-threats, but loses points. Okay. Let's see. He plays this, and then I do this, then he does that, then that's a co. Oh, he might win that same Mii now. Well, actually, if I play this, yeah, who cares? I'm going to take this, see what he ends up doing here. So now this is a 3-step co, but it's still a co. Got a couple of large-ish threats. Okay. I see. So I can't approach until after I play 2 approach moves. Or I play this, then this. So it makes it into a longer co. Let's just do 1 co-threat. Because honestly, if I get this and this group off of this co, I'm fine with that. And yeah, he thinks that he's not fine with me doing that. I've got this as a co-threat because that is just redonkulously huge. Can't allow that. Nice little local co-threat there. Let me see. So this corner just changed hands. I can only play one of these. Unless, of course, he lets me play two. But this is the only one, or this. I could have played either of these two moves. Now, if he takes this, I'll take this, and I'm okay with that exchange. But I've got to ignore 1, 2, 3, 4 co-threats. That actually makes this co really, really small. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 stones divided by like 125 moves to try and take this co. So I think what I'm going to do is, honestly, I should be resigning is what I should be doing. But what I'm going to do, let's see, he takes the corner if I do this. If I play this and then Hane, he gets a nice corner position. If I play this, then he's going to play down. I do this, he Hanes, and that's not going to work. If I attach on the bottom, however, this could work. Yeah, but let's use that. Should I use it as a co-threat, or should I just ignore the co and let him take Gote to finish it off? I'm going to just do this right now. Okay. So now I'm going to play this. So the count is, he's got a whole lot, and I really don't have a whole lot. I've got this top left corner, which is normally pretty big, but he took all of this right side away from me. So this game is going really, really badly for me. And it all came back to that one. Even this wasn't so bad. Like, it was bad, but you know, I'll have to look up the Joseki for it and figure out what I should do after the cut and things go crazy. After this, the game was really, really hard for Black because he's got a lot of really nasty stuff he can do. But I've still got a weakness here and a weakness here and thickness here. So I'm going to try and come after that if I get the opportunity. See if I can start a fight and see what we can end up doing. This corner is really big. So maybe I should just play there when I get the opportunity. Then I'll have the whole left side, and I'll have this area, and he'll have this area, which was, you know, at one point filled with an entire army of dead black stones that are now taken off the board. If he plays this, I'm probably going to do this. So I think his best move is to play here and force me to capture this stone, because then I've spent a lot of moves on one stone in that area. So maybe I should do that. T14 or T10 is big but Gote, so I don't want to get into that yet. I want to try and see if I can stay in the middle game for a little while. This is probably going to be the biggest Yose move, You know, and I'm continuing to play here just to see what I can do, you know, just to see if there's anything that I can do to make this game a little bit less one-sided. And this, I really think, is a mistake by him, because I just don't see a problem with black here. Like, what is white going to do? Force me this way? I'm okay going that direction. So, I mean, the thing is, once I Hane and connect, I'm alive in the corner. And I don't have to worry about the corner anymore. So, that's what I'm going to do immediately, because I don't want to die. I don't like dying, contrary to popular belief. Let's play... I don't know what to play. If I play this, he's got weird stuff. If I play this, he's got weird stuff. So pretty much he has weird stuff, no matter what I want to do. But this, I think, is fine. Okay, because I can play back this way. And the Ataris I connect, he throws in. I descend here, he pulls this way. Maybe not. Maybe I'm going to have to end in Gote. But even then I'm not so certain that I'm in a bad position. He can't play this as far as I can see. Yeah, once he connects here, I think the best move is to play S2. If he connects here, though, I really don't know what he would be trying at that point. Because these stones are going to make it out. They're going to make it out, and they're going to be fine. If he plays this, then this is Gote, but then I'm alive with these stones. So the only thing I have to worry about is him making two eyes in this area here. I do have to worry about this because, you know, that becomes a cutting point once he cuts here, or once he gains enough strength this way. So maybe I'm in a bad situation. This is Gote life or this for this group, so that's fine. But that makes this move then Sente. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do here is make sure what is the first thing I'm going to do here? Oh, I see. I see what he's trying to do. Okay. That is important. Okay, he comes back for that. I play here. He hanes. I play here. And I do this. There's nothing. So I play here. He hane. I cut or take the stone. He plays that. I do that. Yeah, there's no way for him to live back there. I don't have to worry about this. So this group is now dead. Even if he plays T14, I can play T10, then play this and this, and I'm good. He cannot cut this group anymore. He only had this. He has this extension here, which is a good move. I mean, it's gonna secure a lot of territory, but this is now dead, and puts me back in the game. In the meantime, this does not work. He descends, I descend, he connects into Atari, connect and die. Well, I spent the first half of the game dying. He spent the second half of the game dying. That's 2 halves, so the score should be pretty equal right now. I'm pretty sure. He's dead here, I don't even know what to call that. You have to come up with another word other than dead in regards to this area. We've already been playing for over an hour now. Let me see. Let's let him cut off 1 stone. Should I? No, you know what? If he wants to cut those off, I can just honey against the other group. Should I worry about this? Should I just play this? Or should I even just do this? You know what? I'm just going to do this, because if he pushes, I connect, and he cuts, I've got this. So, if I make this group fine, and this group can get out no matter what, then we're good. Push, connect, me-I. Oh, that's not me-I. Okay, let me see. That's a say me-I. Actually, I'm fine. Still fine. One, two, three, 4, 5. I've got this throw in, and then he has to take, and then I Atari for a ko, and he can't connect because that's deadness. Okay, so now, what is he doing? He is trying to cause trouble. Why do people try to cause trouble, you know, all the time? You know what? If this ends up being Seki, it's not going to be fun. 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties. 1, 2, 3. You know what? Now this is a ko for like everything on the board. Like in the entire world. We are in a ko for the entire world. Okay, and this is my 1 ko threat. So he ended up killing me again. Oh no, I've got more ko threats. Let's see. Yeah! Yeah, we've got more ko threats here. That is a ko threat. It is a valid ko threat. It is one that I will respond to. I don't know if he has any more ko threats. He can't revive these stones. This no longer matters. He can jump into the corner. But the very, very good thing about this ko, you know, aside from the fact that it's absolutely ridiculously humongous, is this next Atari hurts his bottom group more. So I may end up in the middle of a comeback here. I do need to watch my time, though, because I did not know I was in sudden death. And, you know, this is exactly why I didn't pick a 25-minute Byo-Yomi. That is not a ko threat. Let me just make sure. Yeah, definitely not a ko threat. I am certain of that. Yep, you can have it. That's all you, buddy. Okay, so I've got this group. He's coming off to the corner. Which that is interesting. Let me see. If I do this and he comes up, then I do this. Okay, let's get that cut in first. Ooh, that was a bad move. Oh, man, talk about bad. Oh, why do I do this to myself? He can Hane. Oh, nastastic. It's like the opposite of fantastic. If you didn't know what that word meant, he's gonna Atari here, and this Ko is just another ridiculously huge Ko. Oh, the game of the century. This is the game of the century. I just keep trying things that don't work and not reading. I don't know. I saw myself go down to 7 seconds one time, and I was like, I gotta play fast. I shouldn't think anymore. Thinking is bad. This is just a very simple move. He's got no problems with this Ko. He could also connect here. And I wouldn't mind if he connected here. This is a valid option. For those of you who didn't hear the sarcasm, because some people don't, this is not a good move. It is a valid move. It's one that I'm hoping for. It's one that I do not expect. And I would never expect to see that move unless I was playing, like a 30Q or something like that. What the heck? Oh, okay, so he's coming. If he does this. But you know what? If he clamps, he's got this, and he's got this connection, and then he can descend. Let me see if I can read this. I don't care. This. He can play this, then I'll just Atari. Okay. I don't mind that at all. Now he plays this, and I have to come back and fix, because this throw-in is really nasty. Okay, so he gets that. Maybe he's just decided that he won the game. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, why he's doing that. Getting in some Jose. This is Jose action. If he connects here, then he's going to have to live with this group. So he has to Atari this. But then this Ko is a little bit of a picnic for black. Yeah, it's a Ko I like. It's a co I will play any day. You know, maybe I shouldn't have backed off from that, because if he connects the co and I cut, he can live. So he's totally fine. This I will respond to in this fashion, because it makes these stones done. I'll cut, because it's Sente, because he's got to live here now. And then I will bamboo, because it's also Sente. And then, is that Sente? I think it's the most Sente thing on the board. Has the best follow-up, as far as I can see. Yep, that's Sente. This is a big move right here, because it comes back to making him take these stones. If I play this and then he does this, then I do this, then he's got some bad shape issues. But that is what you might call a good move. You might call that a good move. If you were to call that a move of any kind, it might be a good one. Oh, but you know what? If I Atari here first, then he's in trouble. Trouble's like treble. Trouble with tribbles. He's going to take these stones. He should take the stones. He could take here or connect here, but it's not as good a shape. Oh, he might fight this co. I mean, he's got one good threat here. Don't. And then he can connect, but that's not a threat. Okay, so next, make sure that he has to take these stones. This is worth about 2 points. Total gote. Total gote. Okay, this is not a problem. It is a co-threat at some point in the game. Force him to take these stones. You know, honestly, I don't think I'm really that far behind, although I should be. And maybe I am. Let's see. This is dead, which is worth about this. Aside from that, I've got this and this. It's a good question. Who's winning? I'm pretty sure he is, and we're going to have a lot to look at the end of this game. It's a very sad game. Very sad. Or you could say it's a happy game. Of delight and confusion. It's always good when you're confused, because you know that you can learn stuff. So that should be the end of the game. This is dead, and this is dead, and this, and I won. Good game. Oh my goodness, what the heck? Oh, I should not have won this game. I should have lost this game twice. Oh, I hope you guys like this. This was ridiculous. Okay, let me open it offline so we don't have to worry about okay, and I'll go ahead and leave so in case he wants to open it. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay. Okay, so mini Chinese, little deal on the bottom. So I reduce and expand. Oh, you guys got to be laughing like crazy. If anybody dared to count that game, I would not be the one. I'm going to look this up. Maybe I will get some ideas and then give this as a Joseki idea. Black has to have the ladder in order for this to work fully, but I don't know maybe I should be going here, or maybe I should be going Atari here and then connect. Actually, this looks pretty darn good, because if I have this ladder, which I do, see, I can push up and then play this, and then here I could cut, so he can't do that. So I have to do this, and then I do this, and then maybe this attachment's not good, because now he can Hane under, and I can't block it off. So this attachment's not good, but then I can just come back and come after these stones, and black's position is really good. So I don't know what the Joseki is. If I find something that's really cool looking, then I'll show it to you. But apparently, according to Idogo, which is not a good place to get your Joseki knowledge, this is a quote-unquote punishment when black has the ladder. So if you have the ladder, you know, I'll look it up and I'll see if there's any interesting variations I can show you. And I'll also talk to a couple of people about it. You guys know, for the most part, I would think, not that, the standard variation, this, and now white has an interestingly weird shape and a lot of cutting points, and usually he's going to come back and respond again. So black ends up getting sente, white gets a wall, black gets territory on one side. These stones are slightly weakish, and there's Aji in the corner. So there's a lot to be said for this variation. I wanted to try something. It ended up pretty bad for me. This move here I thought was a Tetsuji if the ladder didn't work. But I bet you this J18 Hane is the ladder doesn't work, so I got to do emergency measures type of deal. And it ended up really bad for me. So I don't know what the answer was. Why not G16? G16. Maybe that's the key. Not here. G16. Connect this. I don't see much a whole lot better about this, but I don't know. Maybe old Joe was right. He says, "Why not G16?" Frowny face. Maybe that's the correct response. I told you I didn't know this Joseki, and I don't know why I thought that if he played here, I could do this, and I was like, haha. And then, but in this situation, he can just do this, and now I'm like severely, not just lightly toasted, but it's really nasty. And so that was a misread. My game has been full of misreads lately, I guess. And this didn't work all that extremely well either. But I do get a lot of thickness. So I'm really not... I'm satisfied with this result. Considering I didn't know the Joseki, considering a lot of really severe moves were played, black's position is not all that bad. I've got a lot of Aji with these cutting points, but I don't have to worry too much. First thing is, protect the corner, because coming in at C17 when he's got this thick wall is bad for me, so I have to strengthen these stones. So he'll get the corner and a little bit of an attack. It'll end in sente for him at the very least. So I decided that was the biggest move. This fight, I think, is good for black. Black was just a little bit too strong in this area for white to come after him. Especially this second cut. Okay, the first cut was good. That was okay. But he should really be trying to get out. Like, I mean, he should be playing something like this immediately. He should not be wasting time playing another variation here. And especially this move. Like, this is like, this N15 stone is like a piece of glue on a wall. So the wall's useless, the glue's useless, everything about it is useless, and he decided to play it. He decided to save that stone. He attached more value to that stone than he did the whole group. So now, this jump, and all of a sudden white is in a lot of trouble, in my opinion. So this I thought was interesting, and then playing this move was just bad for him, in my opinion, but it's also very double-edged. So, of course, my variation here doesn't work, but this would have. And now I play this, and he's totally dead. He doesn't have anything here. So this would have worked. If I would have protected, let him connect under, and let him protect those stones back up, then I would have been fine. But I totally just missed that snapback. It was, I mean, just a shape issue that did not show its ugly head until it was too late. And I was like, dang, y'all. And this was all y'all's fault, I think. Because obviously I would never miss something like that. Must have been y'all's fault. Okay, so that was just, heartbreakingly bad. And so I needed to fix here and ending Gote, and he decides to go after this. Well, this group, although this whole thing is, you know, not great, this group got significantly stronger once these 3 stones get quelled. So I don't see what he's fighting for. This is strong, this is strong, this is strong, and low. So why is he here? I know he has these 3 stones, and he wants to make something of them, but they're really not something to be made of right now. Like, this lives, what gets weaker? And my answer is not much. So I don't know. Maybe, you know, it could have been good. I feel like here, though, I should defend this way. Because now I just take a solid corner, and he still has to jump out to fix these stones. I shouldn't have been so concerned about sealing him in, because he doesn't have a lot going on here. I can still come out and attack 2 things at the same time, and he's got to find a way to make this group here live and this group on the bottom live, and I'm still not doing too badly. You know, aside from my dead stones. Okay, so this was fine again. I mean, he gets to live. And honestly, I still don't think that this is bad. Locally. Globally, we already know about this, so we don't have to mention it again. Although I probably will, like 10 other times, because I'm very saddened by my, I don't know, you can't call them exploits. I wanted to use the word exploits, but they're not exploits. They're nexploits. They are not exploits. Okay, so here he ignored a move, and as long as he doesn't live in Sente, I think it's okay for me. But the fact that he was able to live after ignoring me was a pretty big deal. And so I play this. He is very jealous. I feel like he's ahead. I don't think that he should really be coming after this area right now. In my opinion, it's not, I mean, there's a lot of Aji, but I don't know, maybe he should be coming after this area, because it's mine to defend. I just feel like rich men don't pick fights. I think he's got this, he's got this, he's got the top left, he can make a lot on the bottom. So let's say that he does this, and I get this jump in, and then he takes the corner. Then, if we count, I would think that black would be ahead here. It just feels like, or white would be ahead here. It just feels like white has more. Let's see, this plus this. This group is at least equal to this area, and this group equal to this area. So we've got the bottom and the top left corner against this and the top right corner. White's ahead. So he doesn't need to worry about this whole big area. And his jealousy started a really nasty engagement that ended up costing him, because I got this follow-up move. Of course, I don't know if I made mistakes here. I probably did. Let's see, this. He cuts. This cut is fine, which I thought was awesome. And here, if I do this, I think he's got this. Then I play this. You know what? He's still not alive. I've still got him. So I think I should have descended here, because even this, like this, I'm totally fine. Then I can go back and live. Or maybe this isn't living. Hold on. Is this the real life? this may end up being Seki here. But, let's see, okay, this... Or wait, hold on. I play this, he plays this, this. You know, I think that I can win this. But, okay, so maybe I could win that fight. I don't know. Anyway, as always happens, when it comes down to life and death, I turned what could have been an easy situation into a ko. And I thought this was going to be perfectly fine. I thought this was going to be like, okay, game over. I should probably do this now. And then this. I can't play this now. Okay, wait. This, and then if he just connects, then I take this. He throws in this. Okay, so that didn't work out. So anyway, I decided to make it extremely complicated, ended up in a really nasty situation, and ended up in this crazy ko for life. But the ko, I mean, while it's great for him because it was my area, I think he gave up too much for it. Because he gave up another ko, and then he took gote again. So I got this corner, which was his, and then he took gote again to completely remove a 4-step ko. Well, a 4-step ko is really, really long. It's very, very arduous for me to try and win it. So this was where he gave me a chance to come back into the game. Getting this opportunity on the bottom for weaknesses and things like that to come after was really, really big. And this group right here, him trying all of this stuff, just, in my opinion, was just overplay. All of it. Because he doesn't have much shape here. So, let's see. He does that, cuts here. Okay, now this was a part where I was probably greedy. In fact, I was greedy. I won't say probably. If I do this, I was thinking he's going to do this. And now what? I don't know. I don't know if I have enough points here. So I instead decided to throw the whole game into the loop again. And created just really, really crazy position. But if I play here, let's look at the situation. He's got a little bit on the bottom. He's got these 3 areas right here. I've got the top left. I've got this really big group. He's probably a little bit ahead here. But I think this is the way that I should have played. Instead, I was like, well, I don't care if you get another move. I'm going to kill these stones anyway, and I'll be fine. So we end up with this ko, which is really nice. I mean, really bad. It's a horrible ko. And it's kind of a game ko, but he doesn't have any ko threats. And maybe that should have been the thing that actually made L3 work, is he doesn't have any ko threats. So the only thing he can do now, I think I'm ahead, because I took the bottom for myself instead of him getting it. He got to reduce this area, but once I get a move against the bottom, and this group lives... Oh, by the way, this group lives. Yeah, I remember that. This. Now I'm alive, I'm fine, everything's good. But, of course, I didn't play like that. So, more things happened, and he ended up letting this group live instead of going to ko. I think that was the last chance for him now, because I'm ahead by 9, obviously, which I knew the whole time. You know, I was only pretending not to know or not to count because I wanted you guys to count is what I was doing. But that's the game. I won. I shouldn't have won. I will make it very clear in the comments that I should have lost like 5 times. And, yeah, I will see you guys next week. Definitely not anytime before Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday of next week. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next